With Next.js, we can actually opt into a hybrid model as well. HTML will be rendered on the server and then sent to the client, and then the client-side JavaScript will kick in. At this point on the client, React will go through a process called hydration, where it attaches the correct JavaScript code to the HTML that was returned from the server. And to opt into this model, we need to add what is called a useClient directive. It is a single string statement that must be at the top of your file. What it does is that it tells Next.js that we want to render the components from this particular file on the client as well. So if you boot up the Next.js server and then visit the page in the browser, it still looks exactly the same as before, but if you open up the browser console, you can see that it is being rendered on the client. Now the component being rendered on the client doesn't mean that it's not rendered on the server at all. As a matter of fact, if you look at the server terminal, you can see that it is still rendering on the server as well. So what is happening in this case is that the component is being rendered on the server, the HTML is returned to the client, and we can verify that because that HTML is a part of the initial server response, but then the client-side JavaScript will boot up and attach any client-side code that might be required for this particular element.